Hello, I'm Kevin Tame, and welcome to the Hacktivist. Today I am going to be playing Reina versus Building a Better World, and I'm playing up against BizTheDad, who is a very formidable opponent. We both play pretty quickly, and these games go fast, so we actually play the same match twice, and so we're going to go through both of those matches. Let's hop right in and take a look how these go. So one of the things I'm trying to do differently in my matches with Reina is I'm trying to set up an underworld contacts to see if I'm able to generate some late game. That was kind of one of the things I wanted to try. What I like to do as well is kind of just do some early pressure to get him to res some ice and whatnot. He is obviously going pretty quick, and I am not able. I'm struggling to keep up, and seeing this melange is not great. With my demolition run, it's preferable to see ice and other pieces like that. He is, he's kind of on the rush plan right now, and there's not much I can do here at this point because I'm not seeing my pieces. I don't have Mimic or Data Sucker down to be able to deal with this Archer. What I'm hoping I can do is I can start charging up some tokens so that I'll be able to deal with his big ice, but I'm pretty sure that's a Hadrian's Wall right there that he gets to res for free. And now, I'm in a really tough position because I haven't been able to find my ice. I'm hoping that what I do is that I can maybe just pick these off of R&D, but he seems to be having them all in hand. I haven't yet found a Gordian Blade to be able to deal with Enigma, so I can't pressure HQ. So this is really only my only bet right now. And that was really unfortunate because that was a big tempo hit. But he had the pieces, so I didn't even really stand a chance there. He just had so many, he had his agendas in hand. He was able to put the ice out, and there was no way that I was going to be able to compete with that. So let's jump right into this next match. Well, actually, let's reflect here for just a second. One thing I want to think about here is that, I think I should have drawn a little more aggressively. What I was doing a bunch was I was drawing, and then demolition running, and then clicking for credits. Maybe I needed to draw, maybe 3 times, because I really need to find some ways to deal with his ice. Another play that I could have probably, I could have maybe thought about putting on the Mimic and started getting counters so that I could deal with Archer. But I really needed to find a Gordian Blade to deal with Enigma. So it's hard to say. I mean, it could have been just that he got really lucky on his draw and he was able to find his pieces and just score quickly. But that's sometimes how this goes in the core games. And I think he did the right play, just jam as fast as he can, because if I have enough pieces, then it's easy for him to, if I have enough underworld contacts and I have all my stuff up, it's hard for him to score from a remote because I'm able to contest those. So let's jump here into this next match and see if we can, how well I do against him again. So this hand I like a lot better than my previous match. I really like seeing Liberated. Imp is also really good to be able to disrupt HQ. So I'm going to keep this. He opts to Ice R&D, which I think might be a mistake for him, because what I want to do is I want to I want to kind of wreck his hand with Imp and Demolition runs, and they want to hold on to agendas and their key pieces. So I think actually icing HQ might be better for him. But the thing is you run the risk if he has agendas, and then he has punitive as well, where it could be likely that he is able to you know, punitive me and just let me take the agendas because he has such a credit advantage. So here's an example right here. I am debating if I should imp this priority requisition because I don't want to take the damage. But I go ahead and take it, and I decide that I have 2 more clicks to go to be able to check the punitive. And I did see a punitive, which is great because he could have had 2 punitives, or he could also have archive memories and punitive. So I need to be able to trash the punitive or the archive memories to be able to survive. This now puts me in a really good position because what's happened is so and he did have an archive memories. So what this does, it puts me in a good position because now I have 4 points. And so for me to steal, if I steal a 3-pointer, I win. And so it's really difficult for him to kill me. And so he has to score from a remote. My plan now is to just keep pressuring off of R&D and HQ because I think what will happen is I don't have my pieces to be able to really get through. And I just saw a mimic. So this makes it a little bit easier for me to get through the Caduceus. So my plan here is to just keep hammering on R&D and HQ. So he goes ahead and advances. I did find a Gordian. And so what I want to do here is, this might be a trap. So if it's a June bug, then I want to be at 6 cards, or 4 cards. And so I want to have 1 extra. So I draw up. This is pretty expensive for me, but I think it's okay because that makes me a little bit closer to winning this match. I'm still pretty poor, and he could punitive me, which he does. And I'm assuming this is a value punitive because he's not going to be able to kill me. Yeah, he's just hoping that he can trash some of my cards. Now that he's building up this remote, I don't have great ways to contest this because especially if he is going to be running Archer and Hadrian's Wall. So I'm assuming this is an agenda that he's installed. And my plan here is to just check R&D and hopefully I can steal one off here or check HQ. Because I think what's going to happen is he's just, every time he gets an agenda, he's going to just take it. So I end up picking one off of R&D. And so that was I think I got pretty lucky there on some of my accesses. I think the best play, the winning play for me was when I ran and stole the punitive and the hostile and having that imp to go in 2 more. I had on click 3 ran in and hit the punitive. And if I hadn't hit it, I would have gone back in and checked to be able to to clear out anything that I found. That really, saved me from dying. I think the other, I had a better starting hand. I liked seeing liberated early. That helped me get my economy going quickly enough. Also, just keeping up the pressure and checking. He didn't get his cards as quickly as he had in the past game. And so I think that was, to my advantage. I think generally the game plan for Reina is to put some pressure on early and then try and start setting up your board by like getting Underworld Contacts and Dyson Memchip. While at the same time, if you have open centrals, to use Imp and Demolition Run. And then hopefully you either win it by that point early or because the mid game you're not very strong. And then if you can get Underworld Contacts with Dyson online, then you'll be able to start getting this drip economy that will help you to be able to make it through the late game. The only thing is I have yet to really being able to establish my late game with Underworld Contacts and Dyson because it feels a little finicky and a little slow. I feel like aggression really is to the advantage in the core set. Gabe, I feels like he does really well because he has that ability of, he forces you to run HQ and have that early pressure. Reina has her penalty, but if you look here, BizTheDad, he had 28 credits at the end of this match. And it's really hard to make her ability penalize him that much. HB and MBN I haven't played against enough because it just doesn't seem like people are playing them. But I imagine having Link with Reina is kind of a pain for MBN. Well, anyways, thanks for watching this match. I think they were decent matches. They both went really quick, and we were both aggressive basically in both games. And I think that's what kind of really pays off. Well, thanks for watching. And if you have any more questions, hit me up on the comments or on Slack. And I'd love to talk about any of the Core 2.0 matches. Thanks. Bye.